Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Just as we are emerging from the global COVID-19 pandemic, fresh challenges lay on the horizon. And with a war in Europe inducing global inflationary pressures and global supply chain issues adding to a complex economic environment, this moment calls for experienced leadership and steady hands. Do not chance the future in these dangerous times. The new National Party has a team built to navigate tough times and to bring the nation to safer waters. Vote NNP. Safer hands.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. Children half price at the door. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for His mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th. Grenada National Stadium, Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and all the clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 473-422-7232.
All right, so we want to officially welcome everyone to another MikeyLive program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on? There are so many things that we need to tell you about tonight with little time. Okay, so we're going to try to make it as snappy as possible. Yes, we want to say hello to all the first-time viewers on tonight's program. Hello, hello, hello to you. And to those of you who are always here, you know we have a name for you. We call you the usual suspects. Well, we want to say hello to you. as well. So folks, let's take a look at what's making the news for tonight. Grenada welcomes an October resumption of Air Canada Nonstop services. And we're going to talk about the closure of schools on Election Day and mentally disturbed man boy. And we have two cases of that to tell you about. We'll tell you about one today, and probably we'll tell you about the other tomorrow, guys. Again, we have to say we apologize for that. So going back to what we were saying, so we're going to talk to you about the election countdown. We'll explain exactly what that is, all right? And Wanted Man, Shane, Dominic, we're going to explain that to you as well. And we've got information relating to a tropical wave that is expected to affect the island. So we have all of that to tell you when we return on tonight's MikeyLive program. Let me fix back my thing, you know. Yeah, so brace all yourself and things like that. And we are coming back shortly. Remember, once you share the program, we give other people an opportunity to see that we are live here. And that's appreciated, you know, for people who don't get to see notifications from us. So family, let's take a quick break and come back. And when I say quick, I really mean quick this time.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and billing expertise. They will help you as they help us.
All right, so welcome again to tonight's program. Going straight into one notice that we have the National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, advises consumers in Mount Morris, that's Mount Morris and surrounding communities in the parish of St. George, that in order to facilitate a network connection, that you will experience an interruption in water supply between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Friday, that is tomorrow, God's willing. You are therefore encouraged to collect and store water in clean covered containers prior to the scheduled interruption of your supply. All right. They say that please note that although the network will be restored at 4 p.m., consumers in elevated areas may receive your supply within 2 hours after it has been restored. All right. So they say that they'd like to apologize for any inconveniences caused as a result. The Honorable Clarice Modeste Cohen, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Climate Resilience, and the Environment, is pleased, they say, to announce the resumption of Air Canada direct service from Toronto to Grenada. All right, now the Nonstop service, which will commence on October 30th, will run twice weekly on Sundays and on Thursdays. All right, now Minister Modeste Cohen stated that the return of the Air Canada is welcome news at a time when you find that accessibility and travel convenience are keys to attracting international visitors. Now, Canadian arrival numbers have remained, they say, strong in spite of the absence of direct services. So we know that the demand is there. She says that we are committed to working alongside our airline partners to ensure continuous connectivity to our country. Now, the news of the service coming back to Grenada is welcome one, they say, as the destination is pacing ahead of the 2019 numbers. And group business is up 37%. All right, cool. We're moving on. We got this one from the Spice Mask Corporation, and they are asking for junior Calypsonians. Right, the SMC, they would like to extend an invitation to all parents of children 16 years and younger who are interested in taking part in the Junior Calypso competition for Spice Mass 2022 to call the SMC office to express interest. Now, participants in the Junior Calypso final should not be older than 16 on July 30th, 2022. Interested parents, please contact the Spice Mask Corporation on 440-0621 or email reception@spicemaskgrenada.com to express interest by Friday, June 10th, 2022. All right. They say if you make contact by email, please provide the following information like your name, which is your parent name, the name of the artist, the date of birth, also the parish of the person, and the contact number for you as the parent or guardian, and of course as well the school. While we're on that, registration for both the soca and groovy competition will open on Tuesday, 7th June 2022, and all interested artists, you are asked to walk with the following: one passport size photo and your thumb drive with the song and its instrumental. Now, the deadline for applications will be on Friday, 17 June 2022 at 3 p.m. Okay? Now, for further information, you can contact the office on 440-0621 or via email at admin@spicemaskgrenada.com. Right, how are we looking? All here. So here's this one. The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, would like to inform you that the public, that there will be no school on election day, that is June 23rd. It should be noted, however, that schools that are examination centers will be opened for the administration of CXC examinations, which are scheduled for that day. Okay? Again, so regular school, no. But if the school is a center for examinations and there's examination happening on that day, you are to show up at those centers. Okay? Additionally, due to election requirements, it will not be possible for some schools to function its examination centers on election day. In light of this, CXC candidates at those schools will be accommodated at alternative venues, as the details in the table that I'm about to give you describes. Anglican High School, the Grenada Boys Secondary School. Boca Secondary, then it'll be at the Wesley College. Grenville Secondary, St. Joseph Convent, St. Andrew. St. Mark Secondary, St. Rose Modern Secondary School. Westerhall Secondary School, St. David's Catholic Secondary School, all right? So the principals of the named schools have been asked to ensure that all candidates to whom this change applies are duly informed. It must be emphasized that this will be a temporary arrangement for election day only. David Mitchell Peter Peterson, who's been charged for the death of Junior Lewis arising out of an incident on April 2017, was convicted earlier this week. Now, it's reported that both men were involved in an argument, and Peterson reportedly struck Lewis in the head, and he did so a few times according to reports, causing him medical distress. Lewis, commonly called Copperman, died in hospital the following day. Both Lewis and Peterson were said to be mentally ill and would usually seek rest at the Grand Anse Hardcourt area. The argument was over a chair they would usually use for a makeshift bed. Peterson was charged with non-capital murder. Though the matter was adjourned before jury in the presence, adjudicated in the presence of a jury and in the presence of the number one High Court, Justice Paula Guilford. Peterson's sentencing is fixed for July 11th. The maximum sentence for non-capital murder is life in prison. So the general view is that the judge will take the sentencing guideline into consideration before handing down the sentence. But then again, for a mentally ill man, they will, I don't know. Anyway, let's see how that works, you know. It's a matter that stinks, so let me not say anything about it until it is over, and then we could probably give our own two-piece about that, or 2 cents hit me, as it'll say. Because if you are mentally ill, I do not know, you know, sometimes they say, well, you do not have the mental capabilities to rationalize as any common man would do. And so sometimes these people get institutionalized. But then again, we do not have the appropriate facility, and then they end up at Richmond Hill with the other regular criminals. You know? Anyway, so let's see about that one. I don't know if the person, they are temporarily mentally ill and they are no longer mentally, you know? So folks, we want to introduce to you a new segment to our program. It's called Election Countdown, the MikeyLive edition. Now, the objective is to introduce the like a nightly voting segment to gauge how viewers are feeling about the upcoming election. You know, sometimes people just want a little idea as to where people are trending. And so it's not going to be scientific. It is just going to be fully opinionated and based on your response to the questions, as we have done in the past and did last night when we put out that poll. All right, so we're going to run a poll for each of the 15 constituencies over the course of the next 15 days. All right. But remember that due to Corpus Christi and Whit Monday, well, we will need to run probably some concurrently. We will see how that, we will play that one by ear. All right, so we are going to be kicking it off. Woo! How are you looking? We're going to be kicking it off soon, so get your voting fingers ready. And when the questions come up on your screen, like we're going to ask you, for example, who do you think is most likely to be voted into office? And we're going to give you the names of the individuals, all right? Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get to that shortly. We're just telling you about it right now. All right. So the police, they are saying that they need your help in locating someone. All right, let me see if I can get a picture on the screen. You understand? What? Nah, but my partner don't want to come up here. Yes, so sometimes them picture them just be jumping. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, look at it. So this man is wanted by police. All right, and they would like your help. His name is Shane Dominic. His alias is Sad. What could call him man Sad? I mean, the picture kind of, but still, watching a Grenada dread when it comes to nicknames and so on, So, according to police, he's 27 years old, he's unemployed, and he's from Sobeys, St. Andrew. Dominic is wanted by the the Criminal Investigations Department for questioning in relation to the offense of housebreaking and stealing and escaping lawful custody. He is 6 feet 2 inches in height, medium built, dark in complexion with dark brown eyes and black hair. So they say if you see him, Shane Dominic, or has any information about his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department 440-3921 South St. George Police Station at 444-4454, Police Emergency 911, and the police have a hotline, So ting. But here the thing, you realize that Grenada has the dreadest nicknames. You realize that, right? Grenada has the dreadest nicknames. And when I think about even some people who I grew up with, write down in the comment section, like some nicknames that you could do more than one. Because I remember, growing up, it seemed okay. It seemed like normal, like you're calling them guys names and stuff like that. But no, when you check it out, how do you call a man Screech? How do you call a man Screech? How do you call a man Bam Bam? Oh God, nah man. And all kind of funny name. Like funny name. There's who call me Twist. Jano. You understand? Tell me about it. Anyway. Put your nicknames in the comment section. I want to see some of the nicknames that you know. Don't go and put no bad word or anything, man. Because you'll get kicked out. The program will kick you out. So don't put no bad word. But tell me some of the nicknames that you know from your community. Campesh. They call him man Campesh. Campesh. Jano. Anyway, I told you about our polling thingy. I think it's now time for us to go do that, and we are about to activate right now. So our first question in this new segment, and again we are going all the way. We are going all the way to election day. All right, and we're going to be doing it as we said to you earlier, constituency. Wait, hold on, Mikey, take your time with me. We're going to be doing it constituency by constituency, all right? So that's how it's going to be done, constituency by constituency. I think the poll should be coming up on the screen right now, and you can start responding to those as soon as you get them, all right? The question is asked tonight, who do you think is most likely to be voted into office in that particular constituency? The names: Joseph Andal, Winston Frederick for Independent, Victor Dennis Philip, and Augustine David. You know what I should have done? I'll do that maybe in tomorrow's poll. All right, I'll do that in tomorrow's poll. I would put the party. Yeah, I'll put the party next to the name. So Joseph Andal is NDC. Winston Frederick is Independent. Victor Dennis Philip is NNP, and Augustine David is GULP. All right. So again, Joseph Andel, NDC, Winston Frederick, Independent, Victor Philip, NNP, and Augustine David, GULP. All right. And so we can go ahead, and so far we see 68% for NDC. That's Joseph Andel. We have 28% for NNP. That's Victor Philip. We have 5% for Winston Frederick. That is Independent. And then we have 2% for Augustine David, which is the GULP candidate. All right. So again, 58%, and you can, nobody could see who you vote for, not even I. Nobody can see which option you chose, not even I. Okay? So nobody sees the option you chose. Nobody sees when you click. So you can go ahead. This is as secret ballot as it can ever get. All right? So we'll run the poll for a couple of minutes. It's on your screen. You just click one. You can only vote once. All right? You can only vote once. And we've got quite a bit of you here. You could continue, and we will close off the poll in a moment. We have 51% says NDC's Joseph Andel. We have 40% who is saying NNP. That is Mr. Victor Philip. We have 5% who says Winston Frederick. That is the candidate for the independent candidate. And then we have GULP, Augustine David. Okay, the poll is going to run for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to close it off. So you go ahead and vote, and we are going to create a map, and then we're going to show you at the end of it all what it looks like based on your votes. All right, what it looks like based on your votes. If it is to go your way, we're going to tell you what it looks like. So far, we have a seat going in favor of NDC. What happened? There's no ghost that took your ring pop, okay? That is working. All right, so we have a 10% difference between Joseph Andel and Victor Philip. And we're going to tell you in a moment where this is going to go. All right, so we're going to tell you just in a moment where this is going to go. Okay, all right. So we're continuing while the poll goes on, all right? We'll continue while the poll goes on. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, Grenada's COVID-19 situation, new recoveries, we are seeing a lot of it, okay? So what we can tell you that we have had 120 new recoveries in the last dashboard that we received. So that takes our active cases down to 440. Now here's what. Out of our last dashboard, we see that 337 tests were conducted and 37 came back positive. Now, we have stated this on the program before, and we want to state it again. What we are seeing here is that the hospitalizations are pretty high. We see that there are 14 persons who are currently hospitalized. There are 5 that are moderately ill, 6 that are severely ill, and 3 that are critically ill. Our test positivity stands at 9.8%. That is 9.8%. Okay? And that's the information that we have for you from our last dashboard. Okay? What else we have for you? Yeah, boy. Well, keep voting. Let me just give you an idea of what we have here now. Joseph Andel is ahead, 53%. And then second, Joseph Andel, NDC, ahead. Then NMP, Victor Philip, is in second place. And Winston Earl Frederick, third place, and fourth, Augustine David. So 53% for Joseph Randall, 43% for Victor Philip, 3% for Winston Earl Frederick, and Augustine David, 2%. Voting closes in a while. So, as the axis, and that now relates to our current, the tropical wave that we were telling you about, okay? Let me show you, right. So, as the axis, which is that red line that you're seeing on the screen here, oh, this direction here, right there. Good, right. Of this tropical wave edges closer to Grenada, this latest satellite imagery reveals convective activity, which is like thunderstorms, being produced in the vicinity of the islands. Now, moving at 15 knots, the wave is expected to traverse Grenada during the afternoon into tonight, right? It's expected to induce an increase in cloudiness accompanied by showery activities during the afternoon. Now, well, like the night. Now, thunderstorms are also possible at times, especially later tonight. Additionally, the tail end of this wave has a plume of moisture that will support light to moderate showers. Therefore, similar conditions are expected overnight. Now, the Meteorological Office will continue to monitor the weather and will provide you with updates as necessary. Okay, so we were hoping that we would get some rain. We had a little bit about 5 o'clock today, and then it subsided. Yeah, but that is not to say that we ain't getting more, because yes, we will have more to get. All right, LeBron James boy. Well, what we can tell you is that LeBron boy, they say the man is a billionaire now, officially, you know. LeBron James is officially a billionaire, they say. You understand? You're telling me. Yes, and they are saying he is the first active NBA player to become a billionaire. All right? They say he has a net worth of $1 billion, according to Forbes. Well, you know what? Who cares? Oh God! Well, the guy has made a name for himself. So kudos to you, Virgin. You do your thing, and we have to respect that. A billion. Well, here what to do? We have some hungry people, all over the world, children who are disadvantaged. They don't have money, their parents have money, they have clothes to wear, they don't have food to eat. Africa has a lot, Haiti has a lot. We even have here at home, people seeing real trouble. The other man loses his boat, and he has a family to feed. So here, out of that billion, we're just taking $1 million. That's all. Out of $1 billion, we just want $1 million. Okay, let me go on to the poll. It's getting close. And it's just by 10 votes. We see that Joseph Andal is ahead, 52%, well, no, 51%, and Victor Philip, 45%. And the difference is just a few. There are 65, and listen, I don't put in no politics on my page again. Because our numbers are very low tonight. I wanted to have at least more than 100 persons voting for each candidate, so the wider the sample, the better, and the more, respect we have for the results. All right. Anyway, 51% Joseph Andal, 45% Victor Philip, 2% Winston Frederick, and Augustine David, 2%. So we're just about going to wrap up the poll now. You have your final chance to vote if you haven't voted as yet. And remember, again, as we have said before, no one gets to see who you have voted for. Absolutely no one. Not even I can see who you have voted for. This is not a scientific poll. In other words, it is going to be appreciated as being an opinion of persons who were viewing the program at the time. Okay, and that's just what it is. Yeah, that's just what it is. I cannot wait to do the election thingy for you, the election results. Of course, we will not, and just notice, we will not have a big panel of persons discussing this and discussing that and discussing this. And no, that's not what we do here. We are going to be giving you raw numbers and graphs. And don't ask me how it is that we do it. We've got the mathematician, a bad in math, you know. Once I see the numbers, I could just calculate. I'm doing the division, the multiplication, the bracketing. I'm doing bad math in my head. And I mean, so don't come and ask me how we're doing. So we are about to put things in place for our election campaign. We will be our election broadcast. We are going to be having that discussion with the Parliamentary Elections Office again in terms of how the data will be submitted and how it will be interpreted, what times the information is expected to come, how are we expected to treat with the information that we get, etc., etc., etc. So basically, that is what we aim to doing here. And folks, as we are about to close our poll, what we can tell you is that this is just going to be the first of many polls that we will be conducting here every single night. We hope to do a poll of the different constituencies, and there will be some times that we don't have news again when there's a holiday. And what we are going to do is that we're going to combine two constituencies in one. So probably we'll just start it a little earlier, or do for the first half of the program one way and the second half of the program another way. All right, so that's basically what we are going to be doing here. All right, and so are you ready for the results? We're giving you 10 seconds to vote. 51% in favor of Joseph Andel, 45% in favor of Victor Philip. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, the excitement, 3, 2, 1, here we go! Polling has ended. And here are your results. Okay, so what's going to happen is you are going to see the results popping up on your screen in a moment. All right, so here we go. There you go. You'll find that 50% says Joseph Andel, which is for the NDC, and you have 46% for the NNP. You have 2% for the independent candidate and 2% for the GULP. If you're talking about numbers, 75 votes went to Joseph Andel, NDC, 67 went to Victor Philip, then you have Winston Frederick, 3, and Augustine David, 3. Thank you for voting, and the results might be on your screen about now. Okay? So that's it right there. We're taking a break, and we are coming back. And remember that when we come back, we've got for you the national report and the weather. Stay tuned.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Just as we are emerging from the global COVID-19 pandemic, fresh challenges lay on the horizon, and with a war in Europe inducing global inflationary pressures and global supply chain issues adding to a complex economic environment, this moment calls for experienced leadership and steady hands. Do not chance the future in these dangerous times. The new National Party has a team built to navigate tough times and to bring the nation to safer waters. Vote NNP. Safer hands.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. Children half price at the door. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for His mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th, Grenada National Stadium. Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right? You can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right? Or your web browser setting and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Pathway Restorative Wellness Clinic exists to improve the lives of children, adults, and all the clients with a range of diagnoses not limited to autism, stroke, arthritis, brain injuries, and depression, which hinder their ability to perform everyday tasks such as dressing, feeding, toileting, and grooming. Our licensed occupational therapist uses science, creativity, and compassion to design a client-specific care plan that restores and maintains skills required for daily living, work, and school. The Pathway Clinic is located on Morris Bishop Highway, but we extend services to schools and homes. Contact us at 472-422-7232.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clack Scott Rum, Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clack Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clack Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins. That could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Ministry of Education says there will be no school on Election Day. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Thursday, June 2nd, I am Rikisha St. Louis. The Ministry of Education says there will be no school on Election Day, June 23rd, 2022. Acting Chief Education Officer Angela Finley explained that following deliberations with the Parliamentary Elections Office, it was decided that all schools will be closed to facilitate the electoral process.
It has been officially declared that the 23rd of June will be a holiday for all schools. All schools will be closed on that day. However, schools that are centers for CSEC and CAPE examinations will continue to function. So they'll be open just to facilitate the examinations.
The ministry has also made alternative arrangements for students at some secondary schools who are writing the CXC examination.
Given the requirements of the election process, it was necessary to have students in 5 of our secondary schools relocate just for that day. The schools that would be affected would be the Anglican High School, the Boca Secondary School, Grenville Secondary School, St. Mark's Secondary School, and Wester Hall Secondary School. Right, so as on that day we have 2 papers, geography and Spanish, and we have already put into place the logistics to accommodate those students in other schools, and they have got the due notice of that.
Students of the Anglican High School will be accommodated at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, GBSS. Boca Secondary students will be at Wesley College. Grenville Secondary students will be accommodated at the St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville. St. Mark's Secondary School at St. Rose Modern Secondary. And students of Wester Hall Secondary will sit their exams at the St. David's Catholic Secondary School. 2 CXC exams are scheduled for June 23rd, Geography Papers 1, 2, and 3, and Spanish Paper 1. Minister for Tourism and Civil Aviation, Dr. Clarice Modest Kerwin, has announced the resumption of the Air Canada direct service from Toronto to Grenada. The Nonstop service, which will commence on October 30th, will be twice weekly on Sundays and Thursdays, connecting Toronto Pearson International Airport to the Maurice Bishop International Airport. A release from the Grenada Tourism Authority quotes the tourism minister as saying, and I quote, "The return of Air Canada is welcomed news at a time when accessibility and travel convenience are key to attracting international visitors. Canadian arrival numbers have remained strong in spite of the absence of the direct service, so we know that the demand is there. We are committed to working alongside our airline partners to ensure continuous connectivity to our country." Unquote. Air Canada's service resumption comes on the heels of a Canadian market visit by GTA's CEO, Petra Roach, who met with industry stakeholders to share developmental plans for the growth of the market and to agree on collaborative initiatives to drive business for the winter season. The CEO says, and I quote, "Canada is recognized as one of the most important tourist-generating markets in the world, with 41% of Canadians choosing beach destinations. To that end, Grenada continues to be a firm favorite amongst Canadian travelers, with a typical stay of up to 10 days on island. This market has continued to grow over the years and delivers a great return on investment," unquote. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
The house was shaking. Then suddenly saw we hear bang, crack, and the roof had gone.
Man, I was so scared, I nearly wet myself.
Only those who have lived it can truly understand the devastating fury of a hurricane's wind.
The house across the road just get up and roll over.
Hurricane force wind. It's a hazard. Hazards. Take control. Reduce your loss. You can hurricane-proof your home. For example, make your roof more wind-resistant by using screws instead of nails in its construction. Find out more about hurricane-force winds and other hazards at your local disaster office. A message from the National Disaster Management Agency and SEDERA.
Welcome back. The Grenada Authority for the Regulation of Financial Institutions, GAFIN, says it will be incorporating climate-related risk into its regulatory framework for institutions. This is expected to give protection to beneficiaries and clients in the event of climate-related disasters and also boost public confidence in this country's financial system. In another of its consultations with insurance companies, GAFIN's manager of insurance and pensions, Anthony Edwards, said discussions will continue during the year to secure buy-in from institutions.
We presented to them the inclusion of climate risk, a climate risk related framework, which is going to get included into the GAFIN mandate and its regulatory program. And today, we are informing the intermediaries, brokers, agents, and adjusters of the same movement. The feedback was very good. The companies themselves, the insurance companies, when we introduced that to them, their feedback was very good because they too is becoming aware that climate risk is emerging and emerging very fast, and something has to be done to deal with it. One of the things that we asked them was the USA, what they would consider their own risk. And climate risk is now forming part of the insurance risk. And so they have to now consider and put this into the perspective.
He said the authority is confident that the addition of the climate-related risk component is a step in the right direction that will encourage growth in the sector.
We expect that this is going to really strengthen the regulatory framework and that we would not have a problem now that we are consulting with the industry, insurance companies and insurance intermediaries. So we do not anticipate a problem going forward. We think that everybody coming on board because they have seen the need for it. So that in itself is a hurdle that has already been removed. So we are very positive that moving into that direction is something that we can achieve, and we can achieve it with the cooperation of the entire sector.
Finally, in the news, the Grenada Sustainable Development Trust Fund has awarded 5 groups with grant funding to assist them in sustainable development projects throughout Grenada. The 5 awardees are the first to receive grant funding from the fund, partly supported by the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund, the CBF. In September 2021, the Trust Fund began the process with making calls for proposals. Its CEO, Jennifer James, spoke about the process.
The process toward grant making started last September 2021 with an official call for proposals. We received concept notes in the inception, following which final proposals were submitted for evaluation. 10 final proposals were received, and they were subsumed in terms of marine protection, terrestrial protection, sustainable lives and livelihoods, ecotourism, and sustainable agricultural practices and research. These proposals were then forwarded to our Technical Advisory Committee, where they underwent a process of evaluation, scoring, and recommendations for award. Coming out of this, a total of 5 projects were awarded.
Chairman of the Board of Directors, Dr. Kelvin George, says they will continue to support initiatives which include sustainable fisheries, sustainable tourism, livelihoods, and various other sustainable initiatives.
As it is evident, the Grenada Sustainable Development Trust Fund has issued the first call for proposals and selected 5 businesses that demonstrate the vision of the Grenada Sustainable Trust Fund based on established criteria. We anticipate another call within the next 6 months as we continue to catalyze and support the conservation and effective management of coastal, marine, and terrestrial ecosystem, and the advancement of sustainable and reliance and resilience development activities in Grenada. The Board of Directors celebrates with the grantees on their attainment, and the management and staff of the Grenada Sustainable Trust Fund on their achievement, and also the Caribbean Biodiversity Fund's CBF for its support, unwavering support that it has extended over the last 3 years. But last but not least, the Government of Grenada for its vision, support, and continuous commitment.
Busheju Eco Development Association Incorporated is one awardee of the grant funding at the tune of US $35,000. President of the community-based NGO said that their aim is to develop communities within St. George Northwest. One ongoing project is the Dragon Bay project.
When we received the notice that our application was approved, boy, it was a joyous day for BEDA. Now we look forward to working along with the Sustainable Trust Fund as we execute this project, and we excitedly look forward to the expected growth in our communities, and we are truly, truly grateful to the Trust Fund for understanding and choosing to support our endeavor.
The other awardees include the Fishermen Cooperative Society Limited. They received US $30,000 in grant funding. The St. Mark's Women in Action Incorporated, who received US $10,000. The Best Practices Farmers Movement Incorporated received US $30,000. And LVP Trading Incorporated received US $35,000. That story just ended the national report for Thursday, June 2nd. Let's recap the top story. Ministry of Education says there will be no school on Election Day. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Well, thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS news team. News again this, well, what am I saying? Tomorrow, God's willing, we're talking about the GIS, okay? Now, we want to, before we leave, say hello to a few people. We have Suzanne, we have my mom, and so who are currently tuned in on YouTube. We want to say that we appreciate you, and we're happy that you have logged in tonight. Those of you who are also on Facebook, we want to say hello to you, like Javar, Kirin, Deborah, Pearl, and the whole crew, Claire, Sharon, you know, everyone. Blessings to you, all right? Yes, I know. There's NBA tonight, boy. The final is on, so yeah, we're going to watch out some games too. Michelle and everyone else, we say hello to you and thank you. For those of you who have not yet done so, I'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program, because you know, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So go ahead if you have not yet done so, and please share. You know, that's the request I have of you. If it is your desire, I mean, it will mean a lot to me, understanding what it does for others once you share the program. So I am appealing to you, if you may, please share the program. Just hit the share button on your screen. That's all I'm asking. All right. So folks, take care of yourselves, and may God bless you. And we will touch base again. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja, no, blessings, angel. All right, I see you. Yes, big up to you, Angel. I see you and Zaka and Dilaris and the crew. Yes, I appreciate you all the time too, okay? So blessings. Take care. God bless you. Eunice, I see that you're there as well. Cynthia, I see that you're there. So take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow, God's willing. All right? Have a good one.